Welcome to Trendy Flicks, your ultimate destination for the latest in movies, TV shows, and streaming trends. Subscribe now and stay ahead of the entertainment curve.
Trump running mate Vance to deliver the most important speech of his career at Republican convention. Fox News told to expect Vance's speech to focus heavily on his bio and incredible life story, and how that ties into the America First agenda. Milwaukee, WI. The spotlight will shine firmly on GOP vice presidential nominee, Senator J.D. Vance, on Day 3 of the Republican National Convention. Vance on Wednesday night will address the roughly 2,400 delegates and thousands of other attendees packed inside Milwaukee's Fiserv Arena, and the millions of Americans watching the GOP convention from home. In his first speech since former President Trump on Monday named the 39-year-old senator from Ohio as his running mate. This is clearly the most important speech of J.D. Vance's career. Dan Eberhart, an oil drilling chief executive officer and a prominent Republican donor and bundler who's attending the convention, told Fox News. Trump, in making his greatly anticipated and high-stakes running mate announcement as the GOP convention kicked off in swing state Wisconsin's largest, will now share the ticket with one of his top supporters in the Senate and a one-time Trump critic who has transformed into a leading America First ally. The former president and Vance teamed up on Monday and Tuesday nights in the family box above the floor of the GOP convention. Vance, a former venture capitalist and the author of the best-selling memoir, Hillbilly Elegy, before running for elective office, on Wednesday night will appear on the podium to tell his story. A source in Vance's political orbit told Fox News to expect the speech to focus heavily on his bio and incredible life story, and how that ties into the America First agenda. Another source with knowledge of the speech told Fox News it will connect his life experiences to the Trump policy, folding in his first-hand experience of a tough upbringing that shaped his views on a lot of the biggest issues he is passionate about. The source said those issues include trade, immigration, ending endless wars, fentanyl and drugs, and how inflation hurts the poor the most. That story began with Vance growing up in a working-class family in a small city in southwestern Ohio. His parents divorced when he was young, and as his mother struggled for years with drug and alcohol abuse, Vance was raised in part by his maternal grandparents. After high school graduation, Vance enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps and served in the Iraq. He later graduated from the Ohio State University and then earned a law degree at Yale University. Vance, who lives in Cincinnati, moved to San Francisco after law school and worked as a principal in a venture capital firm owned by billionaire venture capitalist Peter Thiel, who later became a major financial supporter of Vance's successful 2022 campaign for the Senate. Before running for Senate, Vance grabbed national attention after Hillbilly Elegy, which tells his story of growing up in a struggling steel mill city and his roots in Appalachian Kentucky, became a New York Times bestseller and was made into a Netflix film. The story spotlighted the values of many working-class Americans who became supporters of Trump's policy. Vance was a vocal critic of Trump when the former president first ran for the White House in the 2016 cycle. However, Vance eventually supported Trump, praising the former president's tenure in the White House, and in a Fox News interview in 2021, he apologized for his earlier criticism of Trump. Trump's endorsement of Vance days before the 2022 GOP Senate primary boosted him to victory